You know, you're both an investor and you were named one of America's top 50 women in tech by Forbes and one of 10 most influential people in blockchain. How did you become one of the most influential people in blockchain?
It's a good question because there's a lot of amazing people in this space, but I was very early. I had the benefit of getting into the ecosystem in extremely early days. I first learned about Bitcoin in 2011 when I was working on Capitol Hill. My background is in economic policy. I worked as an economic analyst for a member of the House Financial Services Committee. So when I first learned that there was this virtual currency that was not controlled or operated by a central authority like a central bank, to me, that was just a very intellectually interesting thing. So I started studying Bitcoin in very, very early days, and I started working in the space in 2013. So I've had the benefit of watching the industry grow and mature and morph and expand for a very long time. So being early is sometimes a good thing, and it's given me the opportunity to have a lot of opportunity in the crypto space.
Yeah. So just, I don't know if you remember the numbers, but where was Bitcoin in 2013 and where is it today in terms of value?
In 2013, I think at the start of the year, Bitcoin was trading around $13, and then it peaked around $1,300 during that summer. That was, I think, when the first halving was. But 2013, I call that the breakout year for Bitcoin. That was the year that Bitcoin went from kind of this niche cypherpunk, CryptoPunk community to making international headlines. After working on the Hill, I went into journalism and I became one of the first journalists in the world to cover Bitcoin, at least from a broadcast perspective. So I was covering Bitcoin on my show on a regular beat. So I got to cover some of the most kind of early stories. And the most interesting one from that year of 2013 was when Cyprus was going through its bailout. So again, my background comes from an economic perspective. I thought this interesting product of Bitcoin, could this be like a parallel financial system or monetary system that could be used for those purposes? And Cyprus was the first real world instance of that happening. Cyprus went through its bailout with the European Union. There was a lot of talks of Cyprus potentially leaving the EU altogether. And in this moment of economic uncertainty, the people of Cyprus were buying Bitcoin. That was the story. And that was really the first time Bitcoin hit international headlines. And I was covering that story. And I was the journalist that got to interview the finance minister of Cyprus on TV and say, hey, what's going on with everybody buying Bitcoin? He was like, I do not have a good answer for that. But for me, it really kind of validated my thesis, which is this could be an alternative to these these fiat currencies, and it was, and that was a really, really exciting time, and that's what kicked it all off.